Hello, Leo. So before we begin your reading, I have two cards for you, one from Lay Vampire and one from Chakra Wisdom. And from Lay Vampire, you pulled Hunter, Aggressor, Tracker, Provider, which I love for Leo. It's perfect. Hunter is about needing to seek out what it is that you want. This is a time for you to go after it, not to ask anyone else permission to go after the things that you want. And this is also about needing to figure out how you're going to get what it is that you want. Now, when you look at that with confusion from Chakra Wisdom, this actually speaks about being allowed to be in a confused state. Your spirit guides, your angels have led you to this point so that you can receive more information. More information is needed right now. And you will have that clarity, but I feel like right now, looking at the two, is you're wanting to go after something. But more information is needed before you actually start to track it down. Okay, Leo. Here is the energy coming through. The King of Pentacles. Now, there are two ways for me to see this king. This is one of the few court cards that I look at as having two possible meanings. Because usually when I see court cards, I immediately think this is a person. Now, this could represent an earth sign. And the King of Pentacles is somebody who is wise, very dependable, very open to giving and receiving, and very successful. This to me is King Midas. Everything he touches is going to turn to gold. Now, this could be a person coming through, or this could suggest a feeling of success going on in your life right now. So we shall see where this is unfolding. But, looking at the King of Pentacles with Hunter, it could go either way. Hunting down that success or wanting a person in your life. Oh, the Queen of Cups. So speaking of people, here we go. So the Queen of Cups, this is definitely another person coming through. Now, I still feel like that king could definitely be representing you at the moment. Now, the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is somebody who is very emotionally intuitive. This is somebody who is open and loving and empathetic, almost to a fault. Now, this could represent a water sign coming through. And again, in readings, when you see a king and a queen, this could suggest a relationship. Oh, and you are chaining yourself to it. The Devil. And looking again at Hunter and confusion. Just looking at these, to me, this would suggest that you may be chaining yourself to a relationship. And there's like this need to want to have it. It's like you're wanting this relationship. You're aggressively seeking this out, but there may be some confusion going on as to how you're going to do this. And needing more information. But the devil. This is about being, this is the card of addiction. It's about being chained to earthly possessions. People and situations that are no good for you. But the power behind this one is that you can release yourself from it. So, when I see this card show up to me, it's like, something is not quite right here. What is it that you're wanting to keep yourself chained to? Because, again, we do that because, we think that these people or these situations are bringing us fulfillment. And truly they're not. And then we also do it because we think it's familiar. It's like a refusal to change. But clearly there needs to be some change here. Why are you chaining yourself to this person? Oh, wow. The Two of Wands, future conditions. So the Two of Wands actually goes back to the Magician. Now, the Magician is connected to the Aces, but We can sit and think about doing something great all we want, but if we don't take action, it may never manifest. So the Two of Wands for me represents that action that is being taken place. And it's like doubled there. Aggressively seeking what it is that you want. And there is the fire and the passion and the drive. And it's just starting out. But it's the start of the action to go after what you want. Now, also with the Two of Wands, this speaks about creative and romantic partnerships as well. Now, the difference for me between the Two of Wands and the Two of Cups, the Two of Wands is the active relationship. This is, we're going out, we're going to the movies, we're going here, we're traveling there, whatever. The Two of Cups is more of the emotional bonding experience. This is the passionate, active relationship. And again, two. But something is going on here. You know, I almost wonder if there isn't a part of you that thinks that, you know, maybe you shouldn't be doing this. Like chaining yourself to the idea that this person is something that you want in your life. The best path to follow, the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles, looking at that with the King. Very nice, very nice. To me, the Nine of Pentacles is like the gratitude card, really, because when I look at it, I see being grateful for the things that you have around you. You know, this is financial stability and security in your life, but enjoying the things that you have and being grateful for the things that you have. And it's good to see that there. I mean, there is definitely some security going on and some success. Because, you know, that King, yes. Leo is King Midas, definitely. Definitely. But you're chaining yourself to an idea somewhere. But it's like, wait a minute, because what you have is beautiful. You know, why are you chaining yourself to the ideas that may be surrounding this person here? And in your environment, wow, the High Priest. So, you know, looking at that with King Midas, to me, this suggests getting a higher education. Like, you know, maybe some of you are going back to school. But the High Priest, so this is about a higher education, a higher understanding, doing things in the traditional way. And also doing what is right for you, but that being in your environment right now. You know, and looking at that with that person there. I hesitate on saying this. Because of the devil sitting there, it's like, I worry that maybe some of you are questioning a marriage, possibly. But regardless, with the High Priest being in your environment, this is suggesting getting a higher understanding of what is going on around you. I mean, you've got the two opposing forces right here. Chaining yourself to old patterns, old thoughts, bad situations, people that may not be so good. And then here it's like clarity. I can understand why confusion is there. And again, you know, when you look at it and it talks about spirit leading you to this point for a reason and getting more information, there it is. But there's a part of you that wants to aggressively seek something out. But what are you seeking? I mean, is it truly worthy of you? You're wanting to take the action there. And it could suggest, again, this like partnership going on. But why? Your hopes and your fears, speaking about giving and receiving. The two are like hand in hand. The Six of Pentacles, this is about being open to giving and receiving. And again, it doesn't have to do with monetary wealth. This could be about giving and receiving knowledge. But more importantly, when I see that, it's like you need to stay open. You need to stay open to the information that is coming through to you. I mean, it's like doubled here. I feel like you're receiving higher understanding of what's going on with this situation here. And it's like there's a minute where you stop before taking this action to really think about why. Why are you actively seeking this? Because what you have is beautiful. Oh, and the outcome. This is this is not the first time I've seen this one. And I love seeing the sun as the outcome because it says that no matter what is going on right now, you're going to be just fine. It's so good to see that happening for more than just one sign. So the sun is about feeling protected, feeling the energy of the sun, being revitalized, having that childlike view of the world. And I know I've seen this card pop up for Leo readings before. But, you know, looking at that Queen of Cups underneath that Devil, I don't like it. That situation to me is saying that, you know, maybe this isn't such a good thing to be going after right now. Because what you have in your life is beautiful. And it's like literally spirit stopped you from aggressively seeking out something that was no good for you. Like, wait a minute here, you need to stay open to this information coming through before you do something. Because with the King of Pentacles as your signifier right now, to me it's saying that you are successful right where you are at in your life. If you're questioning the relationship that you may be in right now, I would pause before taking any action. Because again, with the Devil, something's going on here that's just not quite right. You know, I mean, if some of you are chaining yourself to the idea of going after another person, this is definitely saying, wait a minute. Because you're fine right where you're at. It's funny because, you know, with Hunter, yeah, go after the things that you want, but I feel like, you know, this is a warning to you that if you start going after something new here, it may not be what you thought. And again, you know, you need to stay open to the information that's being sent to you right now. Because clearly it's like stopping you. Like, wait a minute, because you're good. You're good where you're at. Why do you want to aggressively seek something different with possibly somebody else? And then, you know, for those of you who are single, I feel like if you come across a water sign, just take a minute. Take a minute before you do that. But no matter what the situation is, the sun, you're going to be just fine. And I do feel like with what you pulled in Confusion and the High Priest, you're going to receive the information that you're needing to help guide you in the right direction. And that right direction is leading you to the sun. Okay, Leo. This one is complex and I like it because it being a general reading, there's so many different ways to look at this. Now, number one and most important is that you are successful and you have security in your life. And your best path to follow to me is telling you to be grateful for the things that you have around you. Enjoy them and appreciate them. Now, there is a question here. What is it that you're truly wanting to accomplish here? Because again, you're aggressively seeking something out, but Spirit literally stopped you in your tracks. And it's like doubled here. And there are messages coming through to you that you need to be open to. Because whatever is going on here with this person, There's something wrong. Now, it could be that you're chaining yourself to the idea that you want to aggressively seek this person out. Or it could be that you're chaining yourself to really bad habits involving a relationship that you're already in. I mean, there's so many different ways to look at this. So if you are in a relationship right now with the devil showing up, you need to be careful about chaining yourself to old patterns and old habits and old ways of thinking. And then if you're in a relationship and you're thinking about seeking somebody else out, yeah, you were stopped because it's not the right thing to do. But regardless, no matter what is going on here for you, the sun is saying that you're going to be just fine. Whatever it is that you're aggressively wanting to seek out right now, you're definitely wanting to take the action. But again, it's like, what are you truly wanting to accomplish here? I think that's what you need to stop and ask yourself. And if it's involving another person, again, with the devil sitting underneath that queen, it's like, nah, it's iffy. But no matter what happens, you're going to be just fine. I would just take a minute to really think about what it is that you're chaining yourself to here. You know, whether it's bad patterns and habits, or if it's a person that may not be so good for you. Maybe it's time to release yourself from that. Or release yourself from the way that you may have acted before with this relationship. It's so complex. I love it. There's different meanings because of it being a general reading, but again, with the sun, you're going to be just fine. And with these two, yes, yes, yes. You are King Midas. Everything you touch is going to turn to gold, and you are very successful, which is fantastic to see. Just make sure that you stay open to whatever messages are coming through to you right now from Spirit, because again, I feel like they're stopping you in your tracks before you start hunting something down that may not be so good for you.